Hi, this is Kevin Potter. I'm over at Joni's studio right now, and I'm going to show you guys how to buy silver cheap and make your own sheet, and then we'll do a video on how to make your own wire. So what these are, I went over to the coin store this morning and I bought silver. They call them silver rounds. It looks like a coin. It has a buffalo on the back. This one happens to have a buffalo on the back and an Indian head on the front. And then I bought some ingots, and these here, this has the American flag, and then it has nothing on the back. These are all 1 ounce. This one says Silvertown. These are only worth market price. Hey, this one says Happy Birthday. This is the kind of stuff that the Franklin Mint sells, that you see on those infomercials late at night. This stuff is worth only its value in silver. You're not ruining any precious coin or collectible. So what I'm going to do is show you guys. You can buy this in fine silver, and you can also get them in sterling. And today I paid $17 an ounce for these. And it's 1 ounce. So I paid about $1 over the market price of silver today. It was hovering around 16 bucks when I bought these things, I guess. So I'm going to show you how to take a rolling mill and roll out this into a sheet of silver. So you don't have to buy a sheet of silver from some company and pay a lot of money over the actual price of the silver. So this, what we're going to use, this is a gauge, and it'll tell me how thick we're rolling to, okay? So I'll show you how to use that. So here we go. You adjust your rolling mill, run it all the way up so that your sheet goes through it. Then run it down a little bit. And you start cranking. And you want to run it through the exact same way every time. Don't crank it too much. This is why you want to buy a decent rolling mill. You can see we are rolling out the Silvertown. Everything's starting to flatten out. You can go half a turn. This is where reduction gear becomes very nice. Getting larger. See where we were at? They also sell this stuff in much larger amounts. You can buy like a 5 ounce bar, a 2 ounce, a 10 ounce, even 100 ounce. But here we go. I'm at 17 gauge right now. Actually, we're at 18 gauge. I like 18 gauge. That's like a nice gauge for most things. Didn't even have to anneal it. And we're ready to go. You can even, here, let's swing it around. This is how you flatten it out. Take and flatten it out. If you were to anneal this, then hammer it out, you could get it dead flat. From here, we're going to actually stamp a die out just to show you what can be done. See, you don't need a big sheet. You don't need to buy a 6x6 of silver to make a piece of jewelry. This is fine. Here we go. Here is our silver flower. I'm going to show you guys how to take your scrap that you've been punching dies out of and whatever and turn it into more sheet, okay? So if you get a soldering block or a block of charcoal, this is how you do it. I'm going to take the back of a pair of tweezers. I'm going to carve a little trough. You don't need a crucible. You don't need all that stuff. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all the little pieces in here. Alright, we're going to use a nice little torch. You want a reducing flame or a neutral flame. See how we got a little bit of the flecks of orange? Melt your silver. So you take your solder pick, kind of push this stuff around. There we go. We'll let that cool off. So, once it's cooled, it's going to look like this gnarly little lump. You'll take it, don't quench it too soon. It'll fracture, it'll crystallize the silver, and it'll just crumble. Hopefully I'm not quenching too soon. We still got quite a bit of silver here. So we're going to go back to the rolling mill. There we go. Sometimes if you're good, you can balance it on there. And just roll back and forth. You can reduce at least 50% on an ingot usually before it'll start to crack. I'm going to anneal this real quick. You don't want to get it too super hot. Usually I use my hand to shade it so I can see when we're just at a dull red. We're going to let our ingot cool off. I like to cool it on a piece of steel rather than the fire brick. It'll cool faster because we're all about speed around here. See where we're at now? The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get us a little bit wider. So I'm going to anneal it one more time. It's going to anneal really quickly because it's thin. So we're going to go sideways to roll it a little bit wider, okay? We're at 18 gauge again. I could stamp out more flowers. And I could keep doing this until there's just nothing left. Take it on the anvil. Put it in the die. I got 5 flowers out of the first ounce. I bet I could get another 2 or 3 out of this one and then roll it again and get more. Here's what we got. We've got out of 1 ounce of sheet, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little flowers, and I still have all this sheet to go. And I could punch out probably 3 more out of this, remelt it, and probably get another 2 or 3. So I could get, for $17, I could probably get 10 flowers. So each of these flowers cost me only a couple dollars. Where if I'm buying sheet, I paid $24 for my 1 ounce piece, and then I only got 4 out of it. But I'm doubling what I got, and that's how you make money making jewelry. You don't make any money if you're buying your material from the, paying full retail for your silver. You will lose money. So hopefully this helped you guys out. Thanks for watching.